A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. There is no good in most of their secret talk, except in the case of those who enjoin charity and kindness or reconciliation between people. If anyone does that, seeking the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will give him an immense reward. But if anyone opposes the messenger after his guidance has become clear to him and follows a path other than that of the faithful, we shall let him pursue his chosen path and shall cast him into hell, an evil destination. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not forgive the ascribing of partners to him. He forgives whoever he will for anything other than that. Whoever ascribes partners to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has strayed far indeed. They, the polytheists, call upon female deities and they invoke none but Shaitan, the rebellious one, whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has rejected. He said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will assuredly take a number of your servants and shall lead them astray and fill them with vain desires and order them to slit the ears of cattle. I shall order them to tamper with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation. Whoever chooses shaitan as a patron instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is utterly ruined. He holds out promises to them and fills them with vain desires, but shaitan's promises are nothing but delusion. Hell shall be their home. They shall find no refuge from it. As for those who believe and do good works, we shall admit them to gardens through which rivers flow, wherein they will abide forever. This is a promise from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whose word could be truer than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's. It is not your desires nor the desires of the people of the book that shall prevail. Anyone who commits evil will be rewarded accordingly. He will not find any protector or patron for himself besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyone who performs good deeds, whether it be a man or woman, provided that he is a believer, shall enter paradise. No one shall suffer the least injustice. Who is better in faith than one who submits himself wholly to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, acts righteously, and follows the religion of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the upright in faith, whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose for a friend? To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala belongs all that the heavens and earth contain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has knowledge of all things. They consult you concerning women. Say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you directions concerning them. The commandment given to you in the book concerns the orphan girls to whom you do not give what is prescribed for them, and whom you nevertheless desire to marry, and about helpless children. He has instructed you to deal justly with orphans. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has knowledge of all the good you do. If a woman fears ill treatment or indifference on the part of her husband, it shall be no offense for her to seek a reconciliation, for reconciliation is best. But people are prone to selfish greed. If you do good and fear Him, surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is aware of what you do. You will never be able to treat your wives with equal fairness, however much you may desire to do so. But do not ignore one wife altogether, leaving her suspended between marriage and divorce. And if you make amends and act righteously, surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most forgiving and merciful. If they decide to separate, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will compensate both out of His own abundance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bountiful and wise.